Claudia knew that she could never pull off the old-fashioned kind of running away. That is, running away in the heat of anger with a knapsack on her back. She didn't like discomfort. Therefore, she decided that leaving her home would not be just running from some place, but would be running to somewhere, to a large place, a comfortable place, an indoor place, and preferably a beautiful place. And that's why she decided upon the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. Hi, I'm Abby and I'm 10 years old.
I'm Alice Schwarz. I'm a museum educator here at the Met.
Well, I first read the book in 3rd or 4th grade and I really liked it because there were kids my age running away to a museum and I would never imagine doing that. And I think it's a book about bravery and how they were so brave to run away to a place that they never went before. When did you first read this book?
I read the book first when I was 10 years old. I had just started 5th grade here in New York City. And I used to come to the Met all the time as a kid. And now I've been working here for 31 years. So it's like second home to me. I remember when I read this at 10, I completely got lost in the story. I almost felt like I was traveling through the museum with Jamie and Claudia. And that's what you can do here at the museum live. You can get lost literally walking through the galleries and kind of learning things as you go. These are all the English rooms. You can see a dining room over there. All of those sort of the flowers inside, right? All of that we made, but it's based on ancient Greek architecture. And this is all the Book of the Dead. So Abby, if you ran away and came to spend a week at the Met, who would you bring?
I really don't know. I would probably bring my brother because he would not be going around touching everything like my other sisters, and I feel like he could keep a secret. I'm very organized, so I can read maps and follow directions. He's very good at building things, so if something would break, he would know how to put it back together.
Perfect.
Do you know some places that are true and not true in the book?
Well, pretty much everything that Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler talks about in the book, we have something here at the museum that's very similar to it.
The bed had a tall canopy supported by an ornately carved headboard at one end and by 2 gigantic posts at the other. Claudia looked as satisfied as the bronze statue of the Egyptian cat she was standing near.
And then look at the tiny whiskers in the front.
Whoa, yeah. There's eagles, there's a goat, I think. Were they originally painted blue?
Yes, it's something called faience. So look, do you see the
Oh,
columns
I see
there?
those.
Those are the columns. So everything you see here with a fountain in the middle, that used to be one long fountain.
Do they turn off the fountains at night?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
Claudia hid her violin case in a sarcophagus that had no lid. It was a beautifully carved Roman marble sarcophagus.
It's just like that, right?
Wow, so this is real.
This is a Roman sarcophagus, a couple of thousand of years old. And if you look, do you see the main guy in the center on the back of a panther? That is Bacchus. And then as you look going from the left to the right, there are other figures holding objects that represent the 4 seasons. Do you remember what a sarcophagus is?
It's a coffin.
It's a coffin. Aren't they cute? And look at their little toes.
I know, they're so cute.
They are cute.
If I could make a wish in the fountain, I would probably wish for good things to happen to my family and probably to visit the museum again because this is a very beautiful place and I really like it.
I like that wish.